Is celebrity culture dying?
Would you say that you care about celebrities?
Not really, no.
Not really in particular.
I hope they are happy, but I don't really care about them, no.
Or are celebrities still as strong as ever?
Would you say that both of you care about celebrities?
I'd say yes.
Yeah, I think so, only for certain celebrities.
I do, but not to a high extent.
We're starting to see more and more people talking about the death of the celebrity, who claim that celebrities just don't have the same impact that they had, say, 20 or 30 years ago. So what might be causing this decline? And is it even real?
When I say the word celebrity, who do you think of?
Oh, I'm basic. I thought of Taylor Swift.
How's the guy from Twilight, Robert
Pattinson?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that one. I don't know why.
Someone like Leonardo DiCaprio?
LeBron James. Mbappe, he's my inspiration for soccer.
Probably like Harry Styles. The Fox sisters, Jess and Noemi.
I would probably define a celebrity as somebody that has a high impact on the world's views and that can make a big change when they make an announcement.
Someone who's just really generally popular and known by lots of the world.
What celebrity really comes down to is having a relationship with media so that interest in you extends beyond just that thing that you do.
This is Robert Boko from the University of Adelaide, and he really knows his stuff when it comes to celebrities.
An actor might be famous in film circles, they might be known of, people who follow films closely might know about them, but in order to achieve, say, celebrity, we're sort of implying that there is greater interest in their personal life. We have a bit of an idea of their life story. Maybe there are some controversial elements about why people think about them and talk about them. And media facilitates a lot of those discussions. We see celebrity culture all around us, right, through advertisements on billboards or as the face of a product in news publications or magazines, through fan communities. We talk about them in our discussions with our peers, with our families. They set trends in terms of fashion and the things that we buy. Celebrities are a source of fascination and entertainment in a lot of ways.
A cheated Wordle.
There might be a break between watching films from film stars, but there are celebrity stories that keep us invested in that person. There's also an idea of spectacle around celebrity. They've achieved something great. We can think of film stars as being really good actors. Their performances are spectacular. Athletes who achieve celebrity are the best of their field. They are phenomenal at the sport that they do. It also leads into this idea of personal ambition. We look to them to kind of learn about society sometimes, about how to do certain things. If celebrities have these kind of fascinating, glamorous lives, perhaps we want to emulate part of that.
I would say people just get really envious and jealous. Like if they can't live that certain lifestyle, they're just going to involve themselves with it as much as they can.
They might look up to that person that just really want to be just like that.
I think it's just an interest in wealth and in different classes. It all comes down to, you know, are you satisfied with your life? Are you interested? Are you happy how you are right now? And are you content? It's not healthy when it goes like that because you're constantly comparing yourself.
Now, I'm sure you already know a lot of this. You know what a celebrity is, and you know where to keep up with them. But the way we actually define a celebrity and the number of different ways they can play a part in our lives is more important to answering this question than you might expect. So we're starting to see people sort of discussing the concept that maybe people don't quite care about celebrities as much as they used to. Do you think that's real?
Great question. I would probably err on the side of saying the feeling might be real. I think the concept of celebrity is something that is going to endure though. What's perhaps changing is our receptiveness to celebrity figures, the way that we look up to them and assume they can do no wrong. We're much more critical about celebrities these days.
The only things I'm seeing is when they do something bad. Like it's all, oh, cancel this person, cancel that person.
I think with cancel culture, we became more critical to what they do.
So what's changed? Well, there is one thing most people can point the finger at.
It's like spread easier with social media than before.
Social media is so accessible.
Social media.
Social media.
Social media.
Social media.
And then comes social media, a really defining point in the development of this concept of celebrity. It means there are different degrees of celebrity. So a YouTuber who has millions of followers might call that a micro-celebrity, someone who's a celebrity figure in a particular community, maybe not as widespread as a classic celebrity. People may know of them, but my parents won't know of them.
That's it!
when I talk to them about my favourite YouTuber, right? So we see those kinds of fractures in celebrity culture a lot more readily. We're exacerbating that interest in ordinary figures. When I was growing up, there was the sort of rise of the reality star as kind of a challenge to celebrity industries, people famous for just being famous.
Kim, would you stop taking pictures of yourself? Your sister's going to jail.
Kim Kardashian springs to mind as a very typical celebrity figure in that way. We're kind of introducing this idea that, well, really anyone could be a celebrity.
What is Walmart?
You're putting ordinary people onto television.
And Robert says you can also end up with unusual pockets of people who never even really intended to be a celebrity.
We can think of Taylor Swift fans who have become known for just how fan they are, how successfully they have performed that role of being a fan. Some of these figures even take on a pseudo-celebrity status themselves within those communities.
This one word now has a pretty broad definition, and that could be the reason the culture itself might be packing less of a punch. Because as the list of celebrities has grown and grown, the ways in which we watch, learn, and talk about celebrities has grown with it. Which leads us to a little something called audience fragmentation.
This idea that we're not all watching the same things anymore, that audiences have splintered off into their own communities of built around media, and therefore don't always have that same awareness of the same figures.
And this could be to blame for the general feeling that celebrities just aren't connecting with people in the same way anymore. And it's also now a lot easier for opinions on celebrities to spread, which can have a big impact on how society views them as role models.
Because of these kinds of large audience discussions that can happen online, we see movements like #MeToo or #TimesUp or #OscarsSoWhite.
Adidas has ended its partnership with Kanye West.
Gina Carano fired from The Mandalorian.
Jennifer Majors has been dropped.
We're actually demanding more from our celebrity figures, really asking celebrities, what is it that you stand for? Do you deserve my support? Do you deserve my attention? If a celebrity is to continue being a celebrity, they need that attention. They need the public to be on their side.
I apologize.
In order to continue that.
I am a work in progress.
So I'll ask again, is celebrity culture dying?
When you look at things like the Golden Globes, like the Oscars, there's not many people my age that are actually engaged in watching it. It's mainly older generations like Gen X onwards. They were around in that era of those celebrities being, you know, the big pop stars in the movies.
If you ask like my mum if it's changed, then I feel like she would say that it's like the same, but I think it's changed a bit. Like they're a bit more like normalised now.
Now with the power of social media, it's so much more easier to become a celebrity, but back in the day, you actually like had to work, you know, it's not that big of a thing anymore.
People do judge them a lot more than they used to, since the power's a lot more spread than it used to be too.
They're definitely getting picked apart, I feel like, nowadays, even for things that they shouldn't be, to be honest.
I would say influencer and celebrity is very like intertwined now. Celebrity doesn't hold that much value anymore. I think we cared much more when we were younger, but then we found out, they're just people.